Park Junkie fans? It is Friday night, about 6 o'clock, or 6:30 now. Park's going to close in about an hour and a half here at Busch Gardens, Tampa Bay, but with the rumors kind of going rampant about Gwazi being replaced with a hybrid coaster, and a few other rumors that have been swirling about maybe possibly Busch Gardens getting sold or breaking ties with SeaWorld, we wanted to run out here and do a quick update and see if we can see any signs that they're doing anything with the Gwazi roller coaster. So we're going to head on in and see what we can see. Alright, we just made it in, and don't forget, Food and Wine Festival is still going on. I think until April 26th. So, that's many people in here. I mean, obviously they're getting ready to close in an hour and a half. So let's head straight over to Gwazi real quick and check that out. Alright, so we made it over to the front entrance, or old entrance, to Gwazi. And so basically what happened was SeaWorld Parks and Entertainment applied for 3 name patents. One is the Twisted Tiger, the other one is Tigress, and the other one is for Uproar. And so with that said, those 3 names wouldn't fit in any of the other parks that SeaWorld owns. It won't go into a SeaWorld park, and it doesn't fit into the Busch Gardens Williamsburg theme. It actually would fit the theme for Tampa Bay, being that Tampa Bay is themed off of Africa. So we're thinking that this is going to be a RMC job, which they're pretty much responsible for all your hybrid wooden roller coasters. So we're thinking like 2019, 2020 it would be done. And I mean, that's all we've heard so far, besides you know, seeing the patents and pulling them and verifying that they are real. Or besides them tearing down for the Food and Wine Festival, I don't see any signs of them pulling down wood or checking for structure. We're going to try to walk around the backside and see if maybe we can see some land surveying being done. So we're going to head around right around the back of this side over here and see if we can get a glimpse. And so with a little bit of research that we, pulled up on the internet, and just knowing that RMC, most of the roller coasters start off with the word twisted, and then they go and they pull a permit for Twisted Tiger. So I mean, I don't know, it just seems logical that that's where it's going to go. Now, as far as where they're going to get the money for it, we're not sure. There's a theory behind that they're possibly grooming the park for potential buyers or investors or sale. Heard rumors that they were going to be maybe even breaking ways with SeaWorld. So if they do break partnerships with SeaWorld and SeaWorld goes on its own way and a private investor buys Busch Gardens, you can see how they would probably want them to take care of some of the issues that the park has before they purchase it, which would have been Gwazi rotting away for the last 7 years, and a few other rides that actually haven't been up and running for quite some time. But just a theory. Yeah, I mean, it's just a theory that, how would they have the money to put a brand new coaster in unless they're either A, selling it, or they have an investor that wants them to put the money in the park before they buy it. So, that's all real speculation. But if you do the research and you go online and you just look at the permits and the financial things that's going on with the park, it all makes logical sense. So I'm gonna turn the camera around real quick and see. We're on the back side over here, but sometimes we'll have a gate open right around this corner here to Gwazi Field. And the gate is actually closed, and you can't really get a good view from this side of the park to see if they're doing any kind of land surveys and whatnot. So we will walk around to the back of the park and see if we can peek through a bush or something to get a good view. And then up in the front, there's another spot you can see, but there wasn't nothing happening, so I really didn't film that. Well, as we're walking to the other side of the park, the sun wasn't rising, and I was trying to be nice and not film her squinting. But as we're walking to the other side of the park, I'm kind of like in shock, because this all kind of happened here within the last 5 days or so. We started seeing the permits popping up online. So there's a lot of changes that are going to be happening here within the next year to 2 years. I mean, I don't think we're going to lose Busch Gardens, but I think SeaWorld might be gone. We might be getting a new hybrid coaster, and there might be money coming back to the park for improvements that were much needed. And talking about improvements, just recently they put in these new stands where you would get your snacks, and they looked really good, and they're very cosmetic. And we noticed the upkeep of the park. If you can, I can't really see, but you see all the landscaping in here? It's cleaned up so much. It starts to make sense now that, they would put in new structures, spruce up the park, and just get it ready for sale. I mean, it's possible. Alright, so we went up on the sky ride just to see if we can get a better view of if there's anything going on, but we really can't even see much from the sky ride. As of right now, there's nobody out there doing anything to the coaster, but we'll have to keep coming back and checking to see when they do some ground surveys, and maybe they're going to come out here and test the structure of the wood. So we will definitely keep you posted on all this new information that we got. Well, that's pretty much the last view. Oh, sorry. That's pretty much the last view I can get of Gwazi Coaster without getting into Gwazi Field. Alright, theme park junkie fans, that's all the footage we can get for you today here on this whole new thing that's happening at Busch Gardens. But we will keep you posted, because now that we know that there's going to be work being done on Gwazi, we're going to keep stopping in periodically and see if we can find surveyors or anything that confirms that that's going to be actually taking place. Alright guys, well, until next time, I hope that you enjoyed the video, and don't forget to subscribe, like, share with your friends. Alright, like I said, until next time, we'll see you at the theme park.